as all of us have heard, in phase 4 of Gutenberg, they're going to introduce core support for multilingual sites. What do you imagine that might look like right now? It seems like nobody knows what approach they're going to take. What do you think it's going to do to your product and the whole gamut of multilingual products out there?
Yeah, we are really looking forward, because for us having this plugin, we did this plugin because we needed a multilingual solution in WordPress. So we're looking really forward to having a standardized solution for multilingual and core. For us, as doing multi-site for multilingual, it's a different approach than the other plugins. So for us, we are looking for big agencies or for big enterprise sites who are not having simply translating stuff. They have local offices. They have local companies who are working on projects or working on content. And they have a different approach than simply translating sites. They have different plugins, they have different themes. So it's way more than just like translating stuff like other plugins do. We have more functionality with that. So for us, we are really looking forward to that, and we still, even if multilingual would be in core, however that would look, we still have a point where we know that people will use our solution.
So your solution is fairly close to what Core does
Yes.
already, and
Yes.
you've tied it close to there. So do you think you'll be able to build on the standard that Core introduces in the phase 4? Will you be able to extend it to offer things that Core doesn't?
Yes, that's always the time, like plugins do. Even now, let's see what Gutenberg does. There are plugins currently extending Gutenberg, and there will be new plugins introduced probably this or next year, what nobody thought about, because someone Gutenberg sparked an idea in someone, so they come up with a solution what nobody thought before. So for us, really, we see not really an issue for our solution, because we have different clients than the normal multilingual sites, and they have a different workflow for multilingual stuff. So I think we are not that let's say threatened by the multilingual phase 4 in WordPress. But we're looking forward to that.
What kind of products do you think are going to struggle? What kind of multilingual products will struggle once Core introduces its own solution?
It's same with Gutenberg and all the page builders. You need to adapt to the new core. And for example, but I know that the other plugins are very keen to see what the core has for them in common, because there was a multilingual core proposal in the WordCamp Europe in Seville, and some people from the plugins like Polylang and WPML sat around a table and thought about, okay, what needs to be done in core to reach a base where every plugin can build upon, because as the multilingual proposal was proposed after the WordCamp Europe in Seville, Matt wrote in the comments, which is years ago, it was 2015, wrote, that's plugin space. So the goal would be like, for me is what needs to be done to have a minimum viable product for multilingual and core, and then other plugins can build upon that, can build features and functions that like Gutenberg currently get from external plugins that improve even the work with that.
So do you think there are going to be some that just drop out of the race? Like with the page builders, you've seen some decide to close up shop because they can't keep pace, or they sold to another company. Do you think that's going to repeat with the multilingual tools out there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that, because you need to decide if maintaining a plugin as someone who as a company who owns WP and other plugins. We know how much it takes to maintain a plugin, and to maintain a plugin who has like thousands of users, they have some kind of they await support. There's some in the community, or some people using WordPress, they assume that you are working for them. So and if you don't as a plugin author have like road back for you to like, okay, that's why I do that, or that's why we do that, then I'm pretty sure people will decide that if the core tackles like 80 or 90% of the features that the plugin does, and they don't not even longer needed by that, then I'm pretty sure some decide to pursue other roads, to maybe do other plugin, or even extend to the core features with a new plugin.
Okay, but you do see a path forward for your product, MultilingualPress, to be able to build on top of anything that Core introduces.
Yeah, because we with the unusual way of using multi-site, we have a completely different approach. For example, the help hub currently on WordPress.org. It's currently discussed to replace the codex, replace all the helping functionality. What we really, as someone from the local community, really embrace to have a go-to documentation for people who wants to use WordPress. And they currently working towards localize that, and they struggle with the same thing. We have, as WordPress.org, we have a multi-site with a multi-network, so it's a really huge site. And even if multilingual is in core, I'm not seeing that the local sites of the communities will be one, or however the core solution will be, that it's maybe later one single WordPress with multilingual stuff. I'm not sure that will happen. I'm pretty sure as currently with all the extra features we have in the Rosetta sites, that we keep it as a multi-site. So that's why that's one customer, I would say, for our solution. So and other big agencies or other big companies who have local sites, they also like not. They want to have the separation of access and stuff, which you can simply have with a multi-site.
So having maintained a multilingual solution for customers, how long do you think Core will take to build their own standardized solution? They're saying 2020 and beyond.
Yes, because
where do you see that happening?
Yeah, because currently they are working on phase 2, and we currently don't know when phase 2 is done. And in my opinion, we should not have a fixed timeline for that. So we should when it's ready, when we feel that's okay, and we because that's now really plugin space with the page builders. We need to see how they adapt to that, how can they help, and even for me, rearranging a menu in front end, which Matt showed at the State of the World, is pretty, for me it's almost mind blown, how that will be done simply by being in front end. So for me, I don't see any stuff, and after that we have the collaboration stuff, even before we think about the multilingual and core. So, and that having a Google Drive-ish experience with live commenting and stuff, that's pretty much many works before, and currently nobody waits for the multilingual and core because there's already solutions out there. So it's not really the pressure to have it right now. Matt said, I think last year at WordCamp Vancouver, in 2 years-ish, it could be on the roadmap or something like that, and then had the proposal for the phase 4. I think the years to come will show that, and we see as we go when this will happen, and we are prepared to help the core and help the community as much as we can with our knowledge.